Good afternoon. Super excited to have you. You've just created your account. You're in the program, Vertigraph Pursuit. You'll be directed to this page first. This page has a lot of instructions. What we're going to do in this video is walk through how do you create a project, what are some tips and tricks, what are the project view, what are the different tabs, and things like that. So let's just dive right into it. Very first, you'll jump in here and you'll come down here and you'll click Create New Project. You'll put your project name and all this project information. So what we did here, create the project, you go through this first tab. This first tab is project name, self-explanatory, product number, a couple things here. You may not have any customers. So you may have saw me go through the process of creating a customer, click add new, fill in the information, and then you'll want to click and say add new project contact. So because you have no contacts, you may have to add new, put in the name of the person that you're going to be talking to on that project. So if you're talking to John Doe, go ahead and take care of that. You'll come down here to the scope of work. Now the scope of work is going to be pretty dependent on your business. If you have kind of any questions on that, we made another getting started video, link up here above. Take a look at that to learn more about the scope of work, project type, even project category, and how you can kind of organize those as a company to kind of fit the type of work that you do. Then you come in here and you do project address. And then these are a couple of the custom fields that I created during the getting started video. Take a look at that if you have any questions on what those do and how do you do them. Then what I'll do is I'll just say create project only. Create project with a takeoff. What that means is if you're looking to do a takeoff in the system. So if you have more questions on how do you do a takeoff with BidScreen Cloud, take a look at this video. That'll walk you through the mechanics of it. How do you get a project set of plans inside there, and what are the mechanics of it? So we'll go ahead and just go create project only. That'll come in here and create the project. Okay. So now I want to walk you through kind of what each of these tabs up here does and what they mean. So this is your overview tab. This is the bid checklist. We talked about this in the getting started video. This is very customizable. You can suppress or create things to be visible. This is your status of your bid. In this sense, we went in, again, this is in the getting started video. You can kind of add in some that you want and suppress others that you don't want. So in this case, I'll just say bidding and save that. It pops up your address for your project here in a Google Maps. If you want, you can click this. It'll open it up in a new tab and it'll open up in Google Maps. This is your document section. These plans and folders are customizable in your organizational settings. So again, take a look at that getting started video to see how you want to make these customizable. In the event that you just want to create folders every project, you just come here, click this. Let's rename it this and call it RFIs. So we'll create that and it'll create a folder. Inside of here, you can slap your documents or things like that that you're kind of tracking. So this could really be anything. This is the AI analysis section. We'll do a deeper dive. We'll have a full video for AI and how we integrate it and use it into the project. If you want, you can click this. And what that does is make that bar goes off to the side. But if you come over here, it pops it back out. So kind of just a mechanics thing. It's really your preference. To go back to your page, you can come over here. It'll take you back to the overview. So that was documents. The takeoff. This is where all your takeoffs that are done within BidScreen Cloud, this is where the quantities arrive. And this allows for just kind of a summary view in the project of the takeoffs that you performed. Specifications, again, if you have project specifications specific for your project, you can upload them here. The next is your RFQs tab. We'll do a deeper video on that. So take a look at that one. If you are looking, you've done a takeoff and you want vendor quotes, think concrete, think fence lines, curb and gutter. If you're a dirt guy, import, export, Anything that you as a contractor may be requesting quotes from vendors, this is the section. The mechanics of it, you go in, you put in your takeoff quantities, and you can send out a request to a vendor that you have. RFIs. What this does is you can create RFIs in order to send to your customer to ask specific questions, and then you can track them in here. It'll send the email through the system, and then you can also receive the responses back. So it's kind of one simple kind of centralized location that you can track RFIs. The next is your correspondence. This to me is the key. The key. So the project, as you iterate through it, as you send out a bid, as you check off the different checklists, this comes in here as an activity. So when you follow up and you have a phone call with the client, let's say you call up your customer and you just want to check in how the bid went. You can say add note, you can say call. In here, you drop down, it'll load in the contacts for your customer. In my case, my only contact was test 123. So you put that there. This is obviously my name for this test account, and then the date, and then the time, and then you can put in a conversation of what you had. We talked about the bid, so you can put something really simple in there, really easy, and click save. Let's say you took your client out to lunch. You could come and say meeting, and then put your attendees who came. You could put that in there, and again, put a little note. And if you want to tag a teammate, you can. Let's just say like you and another member of your team went out to lunch with the client. You could kind of tag them here so that they're notating that. And then if you just want to make a general note about the project, you can put it in here. And let's just say they had a new plan set that came in. You went and saved it in the documents. You want to tag your team member to let them know, hey, there's a new plan set in there. So you can just say new plan set and then come down and tag the team member that you want to be notified that there's those new plans. So that's correspondence tab. And then the bidding timeline tab. This is just like a quick overview of just kind of the different activities and things here. Sales activities. You got your bid due date and your phone calls, so your correspondence levels. So if you click these, you can hide them. So if you don't want all your notes on there, you can do that. But to me, it's just kind of a quick summary page of kind of your overview. So that is your project creation. Hopefully that's helpful to you. Look out for more videos. We're going to be diving deeper into each of these, continuing to focus in on the bid checklist, walking to the next one, uploading a construction plan, and how do you jump into a takeoff.